Hello friends, today I would be giving you the explanation about chapter 2 Gentlemen of Verona, so let's begin. Subscribe my channel, if you like my video. The author and his companion had been driving near the city of Verona when they were stopped by two small boys, shabbily dressed, selling strawberries. The author's driver cautioned the author against purchasing the fruits. The boys were very skinny but their eyes were sincere and attracted attention. The author, companion discovered that the elder one was 13 years old, named Nicola, and the younger was about 12 years old, called Jacopo. The author took an instant liking for these boys and ended up buying the biggest basket of strawberries. Next morning, the author noticed those two boys polishing shoes of people. They appeared to be doing a good job. The boys smiled and told the author that they performed many kinds of other jobs also, like escorting tourists around the city and to see Juliet's grave. Impressed, the author hired the boys immediately. Due to close interaction, the author discovered that the boys were very friendly and innocent. Beneath the cheerful smiles, however, he could discern a seriousness, a hint of sadness, that defied their age. The author did not regret his decision because the boys proved to be very resourceful. The author found their eagerness to do work really remarkable. He was surprised when he saw both the boys half asleep on a windy and deserted street, late at night. They had been waiting for the last bus to sell the newspapers. The author was struck by the desperation to do more and more work, but he was surprised to note that they still wore torn clothes and hardly ate anything. The author's trip was coming to an end. Before leaving, he asked both the boys if he could do something for them. Nicola, the elder one, refused, but the younger one requested the author to drive them to Polita, 30 kilometers away, next day. The author was nonplussed. He had already given the day off to his driver. As a last gesture of goodwill, he volunteered to drive the two boys himself. The following afternoon, they all drove to a tiny village, near a hill. The author was surprised to halt beside a villa. Before he could question, the boys leapt out and asked the author to pick them up from the same place. After an hour, the author couldn't restrain his curiosity. He went in and was greeted by a nurse, who ushered him inside. Through a glass partition, the author saw that the boys were seated beside a hospital bed, with a girl of about 20 years, who appeared to be the sister. The author refused the offer to be ushered inside, as he did not wish to intrude upon a happy family reunion. On being asked, the nurse told the author that the children's father had been killed in the war and a bomb had destroyed the house and rendered them homeless. These children had kept themselves alive by building a kind of shelter with the rubble of the house. For many years the Germans ruled the city and the children had to undergo lots of suffering. The sister, Lucia, who wanted to be a singer, could not bear the cold and starvation, so she contracted tuberculosis of the spine. The boys brought Lucia there and every week brought enough money for her treatment. Despite scarcity of work after war, the brothers never faltered in the payment. Now Lucia was showing signs of improvement and the day was not far off when she would be able to walk and sing. The author was rejoined by the boys and they drove back to the city. The boys remained tight-lipped and the author also decided to remain quiet because he respected the privacy and secret. The author left, filled with admiration at the courage and relentless efforts of two young boys, who remained determined despite the setbacks of the war. Subscribe my channel please.